Good morning, everyone. This is meteorologist John Keys with your Eastern Idaho weather and hazard briefing for Sunday, November 22nd. We don't have a lot going on across the area today. We will just have a little bit of fog and stratus in a few pockets this morning. Other than that, we have a system moving through tomorrow, some light snow showers moving through, not much accumulation, especially in the lower elevations. Might be a little bit more up in the mountains, but impacts at this point don't look very big. We do have a better chance of rain and snow. It looks like mostly snow now on Wednesday and Thanksgiving. There might be a couple of pockets down in the Magic Valley. If we could get some showers going down there, that'll be a mix of rain and snow in those areas. Here's our storm system coming in for tomorrow, and as it moves on through, it's going to be once again moving through fairly quickly. Doesn't have a lot of precipitation with it. It's one of these situations that it's kind of showery, so we might get a little bit of overachievement by some of those showers out there for tomorrow. We'll just have to see how things go. And like we said, not much else going on today or tomorrow. Tuesday, maybe a few pockets of fog and flurries across the southern highlands, the South Hills, maybe also up around the Island Park area. We get into Wednesday. That's when that next storm comes through. We do have some light snow and gusty winds. Impacts mainly in the higher elevations, especially over into the Drigg and Island Parks area, heading over into western Wyoming, say Teton Pass, if heading over towards the Yellowstone area as well. And the snow lets up a little bit going into Thanksgiving Day, but it still looks like maybe a little bit more of an impact versus other areas once you take a look at the whole picture heading into that Island Park and Driggs area once again. So it's not looking too bad, but again, some potential minor impacts for heading into if you're traveling for Thanksgiving. Here's our storm coming through for tomorrow. You can see the initial band of light showers moving into the central mountains, early tomorrow morning. That moves eastward. This continues to shift on to the east, that first band. It looks like we might see an pick up in an aerial coverage by late morning tomorrow afternoon, moving into areas along and east of I-15. But again, precipitation amounts are not going to be very high at this point. That band moves through, then we have some more showers coming through the area, especially in the highlands. We might see a little bit of an enhanced band developing across portions of the Snake Plain, a little bit similar to what a convergence event might look like. But still, precipitation amounts not looking terribly strong at this point. When we go into tomorrow night, early Tuesday morning, things pretty much wind down across the area. Now, let's look ahead into the middle and end of the week, heading into the holiday weekend. Here's our next storm system moving inland. As it moves inland, we are watching it for that continued split pattern where we see part of that system, a big chunk of that system, heading south of Idaho. One of the solutions similar to this one charts that split as it moves over Idaho and actually to the east as it heads into the Four Corners area, with the ridge building in by the time we get into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If that split occurs farther to the west and to the south, we'll still see some snow showers. The amounts might be a little less and mainly focused up around Island Park and into the central mountains at this particular time. We're going with the little bit wetter scenario for now, as that seems to be the consensus forecast, it looks like, at this particular time. For this afternoon, temperatures in the 30s and 40s at the lower elevations. Some folks might push 45 degrees this afternoon. You're heading up into the mountains, we're looking at 20s and 30s. It'll be a chilly one in the morning, although you'll notice with that system coming in along the I-84-86 corridor on towards the Utah border, some areas will push 25 to 30 degrees in the morning. The typical colder spots will be around 0 to 10 degrees above for morning lows. For tomorrow afternoon, just a little bit cooler across the board. Not much, just a couple of degrees shy of where we were today. Now, here we are with this little bit of light snow coming through. Very light trace amounts coming through tomorrow morning. We go into tomorrow afternoon. Again, not a lot of snow developing. We might see by tomorrow evening, if you kind of add things up a little bit, some of the higher elevations may see a couple of inches of snow, but down low, amounts should be fairly light at this point. Any impact should be minimal. Can't rule out a few slick spots across the area, but certainly no major travel problems expected at this time. Now, going into Tuesday morning, temperatures pretty similar to where we will be tomorrow morning. 0 to 10 in our typical colder spots, teens and 20s. In most areas, 25 to 30, Pocatello, Burley, down towards Oakley, over towards Jerome and Twin Falls as well. And it looks like temperatures by Tuesday afternoon, we're going to try to move a little bit warmer in some places. But with the ridge building in briefly on Tuesday, the farther north you go, we're probably going to have to deal with a little bit of a weak inversion developing for the valley locations. And we go into Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon. Temperatures warming up some, and we'll see temperatures in the low mid-40s, Pocatello, portions of the lower Snake Plain, the Magic Valley, south towards the Utah border, also heading into the Treasure Valley. And then we go into Thursday. Temperatures begin to cool off behind the cold front coming through. Now, here is the very early look at snowfall totals Wednesday and Thanksgiving. You don't see a lot going on except in the highland areas. The Sawtooth, we might see an inch or two, especially if you're heading over Banner Summit. Galena Summit doesn't look too bad at this point. Farther east over into the eastern highlands, you can see Island Park 1 to 2 inches. Once you get over towards the Wyoming border, going over towards Jackson, heading over Teton Pass, some of those areas could see around 3 to 5 inches of snow. Those are going to be some localized potential travel impacts at this point. Still a lot of room to play with the forecast between now and then, but certainly if you're going somewhere for the holiday weekend, just keep an eye on how this little storm coming through progresses and develops. For Friday morning, temperatures, chilly temperatures in a lot of areas. Friday, not getting above freezing or just barely above freezing. And we start to warm up, moderate just a bit Saturday, and that trend continues into Sunday. So like we said, not a lot going on today and tomorrow, maybe a little bit of fog and stratus. Tomorrow, that storm coming through. The lower elevations, some light snow showers, maybe a few slick spots, maybe an inch or two up in the higher elevations, that better chance of precipitation and some travel issues maybe coming in for Wednesday and Thanksgiving Day. Everyone have a great Sunday. Stay safe out there, and certainly keep abreast of the forecast if you're going anywhere for the holiday weekend.